In the night, there was a huge fight, but when the guards came in, some of the players stole guns and took a gourd hostage. There was now a new rebellion in place. They killed many guards progressing through the facility. They made it to management, but Young-il died, and Jung-bae and Gi-hun had to surrender. The frontman shot Young-bae as Gi-hun cried in horror. Meanwhile, player 100, 096, and 353 approached a huge girl doll who was facing a huge boy doll.
He pulled a tracker out of his eye. He then tied his hair black and went to this home of 45.6 billion won. 2 years later, the old Korean man kept sending out such things to look for fancy men with a suit and briefcase slept people when they lost at the KJI. One of the groups finally found him and followed them. Ji-hyun was speeding in his car for the location and got a ticket. At the park, Ji-hyun was asking HOMELSS people if they wanted bread or lottery ticket. Most of them chose lottery ticket and were lucky. When he was done, he stamped on all of the bread and walked through an alleyway. The two followed him, but they got beat up and kidnapped. Ji-hyun had no clue what was going on. The ICLITM and made the to play deadly rock paper scissors -1. One of them sacrificed themselves so the other could drive. When Ji-hyun walked into his home, he was surprised to see Ji-hyun. They played Russian roulette as Ji-hyun asked about the games. Eventually, Ji-hyun left as hard as the side of a cliff. Then, when he shot himself, he died.
Ji-hyun grabbed the card from the dead recruitment. He arrived at a Halloween party. Meanwhile, Jun-ho and his search team are searching using a boat to search for the island. Gi-hun got picked up by the guards at a Halloween party. He talks with the frontman through a piggy bank speaker and asks to be put in the games again. Smoke goes through the van and Ji-hun passes out. The driver, frontman, looks at him. Gi-hun secretly had a tracker behind his tooth. This time he was ready to put an end to the games once and for all.
Korean 52-year-old Sung Gi-hun woke up in the facility for the second time of his life. Player 230 and 124 walked up to player 333 and tried to jumping him. When they were walking to the games, Gi-hun recognized his friend Park Jung-bae, or player 390. Player 044 was a weird shaman lady. When everyone was on the red light green light game, Gi-hun walked in front of everyone. "Okay, you cannot move on red light or they will shoot you. Please don't move on red light," he yelled in front of everyone. Player 230, who called himself Thanos, tried rizzing up player 196 green light. The doll yelled as all the players moved forward. After a few more green lights, the doll yelled red light. Thanos noticed a bee on player 196 and she got scared and died. A chain reaction occurred and a lot of people died. After some more hold stills, Thanos pushed 3 people down on red light and simply said tag. Most people got past the line, but player 444 was injured and needed help. Gi-hun rushed to help him, but when he carried him, it went red light and his arm fell. Player 120 catches his other arm. They got past the line at 0 to 1 seconds left.
When the players came back to the facility, there were 365 players left. The first vote had begun. It started with player 456, who immediately clicked X. After a lot of other players voted it was 182 to X and O, Gi-hun suddenly yelled, "I've played these games before!" Player 001 clicked O and the games continued. The next morning, player 456,000, 390,001, and 388 had formed a team. Gi-hun told all of the players that the next game was Dalgona, because in the games he played in 2021, that was what he did. The game was six-legged pentathlon, and he was surprised. They were told to form teams of 5, so D-Ho went to find another player. He found one, but got swapped with a pregnant lady. So the 3 main teams of our story were now player 256, 388, 125, 124, and 230. The second was player 097, 1007, 149, 44, and 120. The main team was player 222, 390, 388, 1001, and player 456. The first 2 teams went, and the first got stuck on Flying Stone after completing Dokji. Team 2 finished Dokji, Flying Stone, and Gongi. But when they beat Spinning Top, the time was up and both teams died. They were in for a hard game. Next, many teams were playing and some died. Well, alright, a lot died. Eventually Gi-hun's team and another team had to play. Jun-hee immediately flipped the Dokji, then Jung-bae hit the rock easily. Then Daeho beat Gongi first try. Then Young-il was trash at Spinning Top. After a few minutes he finished. Then Gi-hun finished Jagi. When they went back there were 255 players left, meaning 110 players died, aka 22 teams died. When the vote started, an argument broke out in the middle of voting. The O's and non-voted yelled, "One more game, one more game, one more game, one more game." Mingle started and suddenly the carousel stopped and the announcement said 10. Gi-hun and Hyunju's team went together in a room. The next time it said 4 and Young-il found other people for this round, while the others looked through the door from the inside to see if Young-il died. When the doors opened, Young-il was alive, but they had to find 6 players. They got in rooms, but Young-mi was pushed and Myung-gi, player 333, took her spot. This time it was 3, so Young-il and Gi-hun were a 2, while the other 3 went in a room. Player 07 got taken into a room by 2 other men and got separated from his mother, Gi-hun, and Young-il took his mother into a room so both 3s were safe. It was finally 2 this round, and only 100 players survived. The stakes were high. The vote was 50-50, and the next vote would begin tomorrow. In the bathroom, a fight broke out.